Okay, my name is Jack Meyer. I'm an interviewer for the Public Library of Cincinnati and Hamilton County, and I'm interviewing Stan Billow on September 25th, 2006 at the Hyde Park Library. Our camera operator today is Kathy Reich. Stan, I think it's a privilege to talk to guys that were in World War II. I have tremendous admiration.
There's not too many of us left.
Well, that's right. My dad served, and he's long gone. At any rate, why don't you start out by just telling us where you grew up, how you came to go into the service, where you trained, and then just keep going. Tell us how things went and where you ended up.
Okay. Get my voice. I was born here in Cincinnati, and when I was about 5 years old, my mother inherited a house in Kentucky from an uncle, and so we lived there. I lived there until I was 17, and then I joined the Navy.
Did you join or were you drafted?
I joined.
Good for you.
Yep. And they wouldn't take me at first because I was only 16. They said, go back home, and my birthday was the next month, so I said, come back next month. And so I went in the service in the Navy, and we went to, I went to the Great Lakes Training Station, Chicago, and I put in my training there, and then we was shipped to San Diego, and I was there for a little over a year, I guess, and then I went aboard this ship. I got transferred and went aboard the Block Island, and so we went from there, from San Diego. We went down to the Panama Canal, and we went through the Panama Canal and on up to New York. So they were waiting for us up there with a load of airplanes to haul across the Atlantic. So we took a bunch of, I think they were P-51s, fighters, and we took them to Belfast, Ireland. Then we went back and we got another load. Well, also, we was on a convoy at the same time. These ships, we went along with us, you know, transports and all that. And then from there, let's see, well, we took 2 trips, 2 plane loads of planes, rather. And we went back to New York again, and from there we started operating ourselves, flying our planes, fighter planes, and so we
Where was that, off the coast of the U.S.?
Well, no, we went out in the ocean. We were all over the place, you know.
Okay.
We went to the Azores. Then we went down the Mediterranean, and we stopped in Casablanca to refuel, and then...
Now, were you with like a task force then? Were you with other ships, the
Yes.
combatant ships?
Yes,
Okay.
we had destroyers and...
Was it supporting an
Cruisers.
invasion down there?
Pardon?
Were you supporting an invasion in North Africa?
Oh, no, this was already after the invasion. Because when we went in there was a whole bunch of ships land
Oh,
that
all
had
right.
been sunk, you know. And we went in there and had a refueling, and we didn't stay long. We had a Liberty, maybe. and they, then we went back to sea again. And this time we were out there, I think, quite a while. And they had sunk a German U-boat. And we picked up the survivors off of the U-boat. I guess there must have been about 12 of them, maybe. I don't know how many's on a U-boat. And let's see what happened. Well, we picked them up, and the captain had shot himself, committed suicide. So they put the raft and that the boys were on. They were just young fellows. Germans were using them young then, towards the end of the war. And so we took them back to New York, and they put them in a prison camp. New Jersey, I guess, somewhere around there. And then we went back out to sea again, and that was about it. We did the same thing over again. We sunk about 12 submarines.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
When you had these POWs, was there anybody in the ship who spoke German? Or did any of them speak English?
No, well, we had an interpreter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He'd tell them what to do and everything. And they slept in a compartment next to us. One time I had to guard them. I had to use a 45, strapped on me. I've never used one.
Yeah.
But I still had to guard them.
Were they cooperative?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think they were glad to get.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was they all got seasick.
Oh, really?
See, I guess in submarines they're more evenly
When you're well underwater, yeah.
underwater. See.
Okay.
And,
So you spent the entire time in the Atlantic, is that right? In the Atlantic and the Med?
yes, except when we went aboard ship.
Yeah.
We went down to Panama
Yeah, well, yeah.
through the canal. Took 8 hours to get through the canal.
Now, you were an aviation machinist, mate. Did you do some schooling at San Diego first?
No.
You just struck for the rate and
Right.
went in the shop?
I wanted to get transferred. I
Mhm.
guess
Okay,
I kind of goofed up a little bit.
okay. You didn't want to tell us about that?
I ain't gonna talk about that. And so,
So you got it at 45
yeah.
in January, so you get out on points, I guess, or?
Um, no, not exactly, but I guess it was points, yeah. And I was gave muster not pay. I think we got about $300 or something like
Yeah.
that. They kicked us out.
So you came back to Cincinnati then, right?
Yeah.
And what have you done with the rest of your life?
Just menial jobs,
Uh-huh.
really.
Okay.
And I worked for American Laundry this last time. I worked there about 28 years.
Okay.
And there's not much else to tell you.
Well, so what would you say was the highlight of your Navy experience?
Oh,
The POWs, or?
well, going out to sea was one thing.
Yeah. That's
'Cause
different.
I had been on land there in San Diego. I wanted to go to sea. That's the reason I joined the Navy.
Sure.
And I loved it. I loved going to sea.
Did you ever think about going back or staying in?
Yeah, I did, but it wouldn't take me back
No.
for that time.
Okay. Okay, so where'd you muster out?
Muster down in Virginia,
Oh, in Virginia, okay.
Virginia Beach.
Oh, okay. So you never got back to San Diego
I
then?
was stationed in Oceana
So you were on shore duty for a little while, at Oceana?
for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I got transferred. I guess maybe they had too many petty officers
Mhm.
of my grade in there. They wanted to get rid of a few of them,
Mhm.
so they put us on land,
Okay.
got rid of us. And
Okay.
so I was on the air station there for quite a while,
Mhm.
till I got mustered out. That's about all I can tell you, sir. Of my career, not very exciting, I guess.
Well, I think what you did, what the block lineman did was pretty important. Carrying P-51s over to Europe was a badly needed item at the time.
We took 2 loads over,
No question about that.
yeah.
Okay, Stan, I think we certainly appreciate you coming in and talking. And is there anything else that you can think of that you want to get on the record?
Nothing else that I can think of. Several things happened maybe out at sea. One time our water supply went out. I guess the boilers gave out or something. And we had to be towed in. And another time we hit a storm and we was 3 days late getting in. Them North Atlantic storms or something.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
You were in the Pacific, so.
Well, but I did
You
some
know.
midshipman cruises in the Atlantic, and I know what. Let me ask a question. You mentioned that your ship had sunk 12 subs. Did you see any of those, or were the planes?
Yeah, we saw one.
Mhm,
It was just off of the starboard side,
mhm.
about maybe 40 foot out or something like that.
Oh, really?
And the plane was sinking it. It came up, right next to our ship.
Goodness.
And so the planes dived on it and sunk it.
Yeah, and they didn't hit you.
No. I've seen a lot of guys come in too, landing on our ship,
Mhm.
that they missed the ship
Yeah,
and went overboard.
yep,
And I've seen them go down.
yep,
That was terrible.
yep. Destroyer picked some of them up, didn't they?
Some of them got knocked out.
Yeah.
Just went, plane and all went right down.
Oh, boy.
That was their grave.
Yep, that's true.
Mhm. So that's about all I can have to tell you.
Okay. Well, Kathy, that may be all we got on this here.
You got enough?
That's great.
Was lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Recording back
Well,
on.
it's what it is dog tag.
It's my dog tag.
Oh.
Made into a,
I don't know if many guys kept them or not, but I kept mine.
Here, why don't you hold it up?
It's got
Yeah.
my fingerprint on the back.
tell us what you got there, Stan. Go ahead, tell the camera. Shoot
Oh,
it, the
this
camera
is
back.
my dog tag. It's my number on it, and my name and a fingerprint on the back.
Now, you made that into an ID
I
bracelet.
made this bracelet.
Do you wear that a lot?
No, I don't wear it at all. I put it in a drawer. I don't even know how I hooked it together. But I braided that out of electrical wire.
See, that's what guys did on shipboard when they weren't busy. They
That's kind
That's neat.
they mostly use that thread, like,
Yeah.
with Belfast cord. Wasn't that what it was called?
Mhm.
Yeah, they used that. But they had a lot of this wire, so I just made it up out of the wire.
Well, it's a nice keepsake.
Yeah.
Okay.